In this video, we are going to discuss about the capacitor, capacitance, parallel plate capacitor of chapter number 2, that is electrostatic potential and capacitance. So first of all, let us see what is capacitor. Here we are having two conductors, conductor 1 and conductor 2. So capacitor is nothing but it is a system of two conductors that is separated by an insulator. So capacitor is what? A system of two conductors separated by an insulator, as shown in the figure. You can see over here we are having two conductors, right? Here the conductor 1 has charge Q, that is plus Q charge, positive charge is there. Here we are having second conductor, conductor 2 having the negative charge, so that is minus Q. Here V1 and V2 denotes what? It denotes the potential. Potential of this conductor 1 and potential of conductor 2. So from the figure, notice that two conductors have charges Q and minus Q, and they have potential V1 and V2. Potential of conductor 1, that is V1, and potential of conductor 2, that is V2. So what will be the potential difference between these two conductors? Therefore, the potential difference will be V, that is V1 minus V2. Right? Now here you can see, here we are having plus charge, here we are having minus charge. So we can say the total charge of the capacitor, because your capacitor is what? It is system of two conductors separated by insulator. So having two conductors with different charges, with opposite charges, the total charge of the system, the total charge of the capacitor is 0. That is 0, right? But you can see over here, right? There is a gap. On this conductor we are having positive charge, on this conductor we are having negative charge. So how the electric field line will be generated? We know that electric field line always starts from the positive charge and it terminates to the negative charge. So here also the electric field will be starting from positive charge and terminating to negative charge, right? That is, we can say the electric field is from conductor 1 to conductor 2. Electric field produced due to charges is from conductor 1 to conductor 2, right? And we know electric field, that is what? It is equals to kq upon r square or F by Q. So can we say electric field is proportional to Q, right? Now here the potential difference, right? What is the potential difference we are work done per unit positive charge to bring the charge from infinite distance to a point in the electric field, right? And this work done is due to the external force which is against the electric field, right? So potential difference is nothing but is work done per unit positive charge, right? Or we can say to bring a small charge, in this case to bring small test charge from conductor 2 to conductor 1 against the electric field, because we know that work done is by the external force and that is against the electric field. So your electric field is where electric field is from conductor 1 to conductor 2. So we need to bring the test charge from conductor 2 to conductor 1 against that of the electric field. So from this can we say V is proportional to Q, right? Here taking V over here in the denominator, can we say V's ratio Q by V is constant, right? Let that constant be C, which is nothing but capacitance, that is C equals to Q by V, where C is capacitance, right? So from this, let us define the capacitance. C equals to Q by V, right? So we can define using this formula. Capacitance of a capacitor is equal to the amount of charge. Where is the amount of charge in this capacitor? That is on the parallel plates of the capacitor. So capacitance of the capacitor is equal to amount of charge on the plates of the capacitor upon the potential difference between the plates of the capacitor or between the conductors of the capacitor. So capacitance of a capacitor is equals to ratio of the amount of charge on the capacitor to the potential difference between the two plates. So here let us write the definition of capacitance. It is the ratio of the amount of charge on the plates of capacitor to the potential difference between the plates. This is the definition of capacitance. Now let us see the unit of this capacitance. In this formula we are having, in the numerator charge, in the denominator we are having potential difference. So how can we write the unit of that? Here unit is what? That is equals to coulomb per volt. Coulomb per volt. Or it can also be written in terms of Farad, which is by the name of the scientist Michael Farad, right? So unit of capacitor, that is coulomb per volt or Farad. Now dimensional formula of that, right? What is dimensional formula of that? First of all, let us write N L T A, right? Here we are having coulomb in the numerator, right? So if you want to write in terms of the ampere, then instead of that coulomb, we can write ampere second, because 2 equals to IT. So coulomb is equals to ampere second. So in the numerator we are having ampere second. Here volt. Here V stands for potential difference. Potential difference is nothing but work done per unit charge, that is W by Q. Unit of W, that is kg meter square upon second square. Kg meter square upon kg meter per second square, that is Newton, and into displacement, that is meter. So kg meter square per second square. And per unit charge. So charge will go in the numerator. So it will be again coulomb, that is again ampere into second. Right? Taking the second square over here. So what we are having? Let us write here ampere square, second square in the numerator, taking the denominator second square above. So it will be s raised to 4. So here kg, that is for mass, and its power is 1. It is in denominator, so it will be minus 1. Then about the length, here we are having meter square, that is power 2, but it is in denominator, so minus 2. Here time, that is we are having second, power 4, so t raised to 4. Ampere, here we are having ampere square, so it will be A2. So dimensional formula is m minus 1, L minus 2, T4, A2. So here the capacitor can be charged when we connect this capacitor with the battery. At the two terminals of the capacitor, the terminals of the battery is to be connected to charge it. Now first of all, I'll write down this notes, and then we will discuss on which factors does the capacitance depend and on which factors it does not depend. On which factors does the capacitance depend? It depends on the geometrical configuration, and shape and size of the conductor. Also we know capacitor is the system of two conductors separated by insulator, that is the dielectric. So it also depends on the nature of dielectric. And if we are having another capacitor near this capacitor, then also the capacitance value varies. So it also depends on capacitor placed near other capacitor. So these are the three factors on which the capacitance value depends. Now let us see on which factors does the capacitor does not depend. It does not depend on the amount of charge on the conductor. Amount of charge on the conductor. as well as it does not depend on the type of material of the conductor, whatever the material of conductor it will be. So it does not depend on two factors, that is the type of material of the conductor as well as on the amount of charge of the conductor. So students, you may note down the factors on which factors does the capacitance depend on which factors it does not depend on.